Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. My name is Tarek, and I'm one of the co-founder of Sarin. This is take number 12 of this video. I spent literally 20 minutes 12 times doing it, so I may come across more polished this time than the last. I hope it reflects in the recording. I just want to say we are Sarin. Our goal is to create AI agent technology that generate income for knowledge workers so that they can keep their day job as we continue to see AI agents proliferate and more software come into skills as well as many other LLM type technologies. What we are going to do today is we're going to go through our Polymarket Bot V2. Those of you may not know, but we did a Polymarket Bot video on YouTube on February 19th, nearly over a month ago. It was a one-shot, and it has over 1,000 views. We want to thank everybody for viewing that video, and we want to apologize for the amount of bugs in the Seren Desktop at the time, the skills at the time, so many things that were buggy. And this is the cost of vibe coding and engineering at this very quick speed, is that we've actually been silent for over a month because we've been just non-stop iterating, fixing, iterating, fixing, iterating, testing. And we decided that with 1,000 views, it was time to release another video. So I'm going to share that whatever we share here may still be buggy, it may still have issues, but it is an improvement. And so you want to get this, download this Seren Desktop, you want to run these skills because you will be closer to finding edges in Polymarket that you can then convert into income. And we have more than just Polymarket skills, but this is our Polymarket video. So I'm going to get started. First thing you want to do is install Seren Desktop. If you have not installed Seren Desktop, please do. We just had a fresh version baked tonight. Mac, Windows, Linux, and you download the latest version. We do have a local for AI agents version, but that is not up to date. So we let everybody know for humans first, we're humans first. Please download the desktop version. Once you download and you install, you should next be able to click on skills and get a sense of what kind of skills we have. Most of all the skills that we are adding are skills that generate income, either trading income, career growth, business development, even tax savings and legal and accounting value. We also have Seren skills for a lot of the Seren tools. Seren is really a database company that has built out its infrastructure so that AI agents can leverage its infrastructure for the benefit of its humans. So we're very human focused, but what we want to do is be very agentic capable. All right, so the first bot we're going to talk about is we're going to start going to Seren Desktop. If you have not used Seren Desktop, this is what it looks like. It's sad, it's empty when you launch it because we're still trying to keep it simple and uncluttered. The first thing you want to do is launch a new agent. That's the first action. The first action is you get to choose between 3 agents. There are 3 agents. Those 3 agents are Seren, Claude, and Codex. The Seren agent is if you do not have a Claude subscription or you do not have a Codex subscription. If you do not go past at this point in the video, we recommend that you get both a Claude and Codex subscription. And we recommend that you ask your company, your boss, HR department to pay for it for you for science. So if you can't get your company to pay for your Claude or Codex subscription, that's okay. You can use Seren Agent and you can just click on Seren Agent. Once you click on Seren Agent, we let you choose any model that you want to work with. I'm just going to scroll down here quickly. And the only thing you need to know here is that's important is you can type in your models. You can even get Gemini. I would just put Gemini here. All the Gemini models that are up to date, I think even Flash 3 Pro is in here as well, 3.1. Ooh, look at that. Flash 3, let me see, 3.1 Lite. What else can I get? I can get Flash 3.1 Pro Preview Custom Tools. It's very cool. I'll just pick Flash 3.1 Pro Preview. There you go. And once you type in Hello World here, without being logged in, you will be prompted to sign in. So in order to use the Seren agent, if you do not have a subscription, you'll have to sign in and you'll have to buy some SerenBucks. So why don't I sign in? I've done this so many times now that it's so funny. I'm much calmer at typing and I'm much calmer at speaking. So let's get SerenDB. And my computer is running slow because I'm recording this video, and so everything is like very droopy. All right, I'll click here. All right, so once I sign in, what I do is now I see that I have able to say hello world. And you can see that I have some SerenBucks. I have about 1291 SerenBucks. So you're going to need SerenBucks to run this Polymarket bot. We prefer you not having to spend money if you're using us for the first time. But if you want to get using the bots, you have to buy SerenBucks because the bots use Perplexity, and Perplexity API charges us. And because we're using Perplexity as a paid service, you pay SerenBucks, it uses Perplexity. Each run on the Polymarket bot will cost you about $1.50. So you only need to start with $5, to just say, hey, I want to get SerenBucks, I can use it. Once you click on it, it will open up a Stripe checkout and you pay $5. $5, you get to take the Seren Polymarket bot for a walk and see how it performs for you. So I have $12 because I don't make enough money, and we'll go from there. And as you can see, because I said hello world before, my SerenBucks was $12.91. It's now $89. 91 minus 89 is minus 2 cents is 89. So as you can see, for 22 seconds, I was charged literally 2 cents for Gemini Pro to say hello. It's very funny. Okay, but for those of us who have the Claude agent or a Claude subscription or a Codex subscription, I encourage you to click Claude agent. You will be prompted to log into your Claude subscription. You authenticate, or your Codex subscription, you authenticate. All that is done and on locally. And once you are there, you're ready to go. So next step, once you have logged in and you've gotten yourself some SerenBucks, the next thing you want to do is search for the Polymarket trading bot. Okay, so you see that I typed in this, all the skills are there, all the skills we have, and we're adding skills daily and also removing skills. But here the skills are there. We're trying to be highly curated, but anybody can add skills to Seren Desktop if you wish, but that's for a different video. Let's focus now on the Polymarket trading bot. You see the Polymarket trading bot. I've typed up the name completion. There's one bot. I'm going to press click to invoke the skill. Now before I click to invoke the skill, I'm going to let you know that the skill usually takes about 10 to 12 minutes to run. So this video now is going to go quiet for 10 to 12 minutes. You're going to see stuff on the screen, and I'm going to have to wait because it's going to run. I've done this about 10 times today, continuously improving and updating and fixing a lot of the issues. So something may go wrong because, again, knowing LLMs, they're unpredictable. But what should happen is that the skill will run, and the scan, which will run straight from your computer, Mac Mini or otherwise, will go straight to Polymarket and pull data. And pulling that data across Polymarket's 10,000 markets or more will mean that it will take time. And because we do not want to overwhelm Polymarket's API with continuously banging on it for everything, this will take about 10 minutes. So what you need to do is, once I start this run, and I'll walk you through where we go, you just need to fast forward this YouTube video. You need to just fast forward it, drag the video across the dead silence until you see numbers coming back up and we have the bot showing us our performance. Okay, very simple. I'm going to click the button and we've invoked a skill. So Claude Code, I recommend you're going to use the default model, and we recommend bypassing permissions because you want Claude Code to essentially run through and do all of the tasks continuously. You want it to use the tool. You have to think of Seren Desktop just like a little bit like OpenClaw. It has tools and it's a harness, and the LLM sits in the harness and starts pulling levers. Now, you see a little bit of red here. Check prerequisite exists. This is normal. This means that, hey, it's running for the first time and I didn't see a config.json file. This is where we store your configurations for running the bot. So the LLM will pick configurations. This is a beautiful thing about using this skill for trading on Polymarket, is that everybody will have different configurations, because everyone's LLM will make different choices, will come to different conclusions, will have a different level of randomness. So this is really awesome. Nobody will have the same exact configuration, and this is why this is an awesome app to run and to do it. So as you can see, Claude is saying the skill needs an initial setup and an env file. So the env file will need to store your Polymarket data. I'm just going to switch over here right now and go into polymarket.com. You may ask me, Tari, what does the Polymarket means? Well, it means you have to go to Polymarket and log in. Now, since I'm in the US, I'm unable to sign up for Polymarket. So what I do is I usually fire up my VPN. Let's see if I have a VPN going. I don't. Let's see. There you go. All right. And since I like Spain, I will see if I can connect to Spain and get moving. So that I will want to be able to sign up. Now, you have to obey the rules and laws of your country. We're not here to tell you what the rules and laws of your country are. We're not telling you how to use it. But what we'd like to let you know is that if you're unable to connect, in order to live trade, you will need to be in a region, or you need to move to a region where you are able to trade. Okay. So while that's working, what we're going to do is, let's see here. We're going to kill that VPN because it's not working. You will have to sign up. And once you sign up, you will need to log in and get your API keys and your API secret. We'll come to that when we talk about live trading, and I'll show it to you. Okay, so the dry scan has begun, and this is 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So we're going to let that run for a bit. I am going to, again, at this point, say this is where the scan is running. And when we pull down the scan details, we'll see that it's a timeout. But the dry scan, dry run scan is again going to scan through thousands of markets, identify the top 300, and then pull out of those 300 the top markets that may qualify. At this point, while we take that pause, I'm going to now do a nice thing and show you where those skills lie in our GitHub. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to GitHub Seren skills. So while that's working, so you can see where the code is, right? Everything we do is open source, and you will come here and this is Seren skills. So this is Seren skills and where we are for Polymarket. This is the Polymarket Bot skill, and this is the Polymarket Bot skill. And here's the details, right? So this is the Polymarket Bot trading skill. This is all public. You can go in and fork it, play with it, update it, take it for yourself, keep it a secret. It's all up to you. So this is the skill here. Here's the code. As you can see, it requires a Seren API key. But if you're using Seren Desktop and you log in, it injects the API key into the skill. So as long as you sign up for Seren, the API key is injected. And what do you get with Seren? Well, once you log in with Seren, you get a free database. You get a lot of our compute infrastructure. And you get your Seren API key that allows you to use all of the publishers in our Seren ecosystem. And a lot of our publishers have skills here. So you don't have to manually enter in an API key. It's all done for you. If your agent is using this skill, like you have your agent use it, the skill also includes automatic information for your agent to sign up to SerenDB to get the details. So again, everything here is based on making it very, very easy for you to go. Now let's talk about how it works, the bot works. Let's talk a little bit about that while we're waiting. So like I said, it fetches the active markets, filters the opportunities. It uses perplexity for each market. So what that means is that the market, it'll have a prompt that will go out to Perplexity, and we'll ask Perplexity, hey Perplexity, what do you think about this market, this particular bet? Perplexity will give a response using Sonar, because we're using Sonar for the query. Sonar returns the query to Claude or to the LLM. It says Claude here, but really, again, any LLM that you're using, it could be Codex, it could be any other, and then the LLM will then estimate the true probability. So we only use Claude because it was convenient for us, but we've done this with Codex. So Codex will use it. Even Gemini will estimate the true probability with a confidence level, and then it will evaluate the opportunity. It'll calculate the edge. So we have a standard edge of 8%, and we say that if the edge is greater than 8%, then essentially the market and the bet qualifies, right? And if it's below 8%, it doesn't qualify. And then the position sizing uses something called Kelly criterion. The Kelly criterion is essentially a formula which uses or an algorithm that essentially uses the optimal sizing for a buy, and based on, of course, a fraction of your bankroll. This skill is set up that it will only use a $100 bankroll. We want it to be very small. You can then update the size as you wish, but we say start off with $100 so that you can then determine whether or not the estimates and, of course, the trading opportunities are real. All execution goes directly to Polymarket. So all orders are traded directly. We don't see your orders. We don't see your keys. Everything is done first party. So again, that's why we say you have to be in the location that you're allowed for trading on Polymarket. If you're not in that location, then live trading will not work. Okay. The way you monitor positions is that there's a Seren cron after you do live trading. It will automatically ask if you would like to run Seren cron. And then Seren cron will say, hey, yes, I will run it, and I will check for you and run the position and manage the positions daily. So you can even decide how often you want to manage positions. But yes, the bot can manage your positions automatically. We don't do charts. We don't do fancy charts. We don't do fancy graphs. We're really trying to build this for knowledge workers who just want to know the bot is running, the bot is taking care of things, and the bot is managing risk. So speaking of risk, there are risks. I have lost money with these bots. So I will not tell you that these bots have made me rich and that I'm making this video from my villa in Sardinia with a horizon pool. I'll tell you the truth. I'm making this video from my wife's boyfriend's basement or my mom's basement. And this is why I don't have you seeing me. Okay, but jokes aside, this is financial risk. You can lose money. I have lost money with these bots. And why have I lost money with these bots? The LLMs make mistakes. Also, Polymarket trades sometimes don't fill because everybody's trading on Polymarket and the blockchain Polygon is overloaded. It could be that the markets move quickly or swiftly. There are various reasons why you may lose money. The cron didn't fire. You're gonna lose money. Things are risky. This skill is meant to reduce a lot of the risk by we have essentially iterated on it and continuously worked on it so that you're getting a product that is pretty much polished. It's not perfect, but it's polished, but it allows you to test it and take it forward. Again, our value at Seren is not in making you a perfect strategy. The value in Seren is essentially the infrastructure, right? That your LLM is able to use, the Seren Desktop that you're able to download to take advantage of it. Again, regulatory risk. Polymarket is not available in the US. That's clear. It's not available in many other countries. Make sure that you are obeying the laws of your jurisdiction and don't break the laws. Don't do them, all right? You're responsible for compliance. We're not. And because we don't host your trading, we don't host your keys, we have no control over where you trade or what you trade. We are absolutely simply purveyors of fine Seren software, all right? That is essentially free. We don't even charge for it. Okay, so that is the implementation for the trading bot where you can see it on GitHub. Again, you can go to GitHub seren.org/skills and you can get it there. There are lots of other skills we have. We have lots of other trading skills, but this right now, we're just focusing on the Polymarket trading bot. So why don't we head over back to our scan. We're at 7 minutes, 40 seconds. Look at that. I kept you busy reading and listening to me for 7 minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to take a pause because yes, it will take 10 minutes or more. So I'm going to go silent, and what you're going to do is you're going to drag your mouse to move this video until I start talking again. That should take you no more than 5 seconds. Okay, we're back. And now the agent is outputting all the opportunities, right? The beautiful thing is at this point, you could literally go to Polymarket and trade these things on the UI. Like you could say, oh, all right, well, thank you very much for the free research. I'm going to do it. You do not have to do live trading with us. You can just take this and go to polymarket.com and check it out. It would be awesome. So here are the full results. So I think we had 12 Cooper for like every variable, right? Great. Okay, so this is very nice. So we have, it's interesting, we have a few markets where the price and the fair value is empty, but the edge says 8.5%. So we want to know why that is. So it says capital that would be deployed $67 out of your $100 bankroll. Total expected value, you could win about $83.56 and $150, right? So this is great. Because I want to, let's just do one thing and say, let's just ask some questions here before we go forward. So again, this is a demonstration of why you want to be able to use your LLM. You treat your LLM as your professor or your trading assistant that can answer questions. So you're never at a loss. So why is finals showing no price or fair value in the table? So you can investigate and ask questions. Don't just take everything. I always tell folks you must push back on your LLM. Never believe LLMs. Never believe agents. They're always lying or trying to, blow you up. You must always. Did I just say it was lying? And then he said I was lazy. Yeah, either lying or being lazy. So what I tell everybody who uses our software is never trust the LLM. Never. Like always be paranoid. Always say that, why did you not get that information? Why are you not showing me the truth? And the LLM will always respond, you're right. Right? So you must always ask the negative of the LLM. Why are you not doing X? Why are you doing Z that is incorrect or wrong? And the LLM will always come back and say, yes, you're right. And this is the best way to continue to probe and push LLMs to, give you what you want, which is the price. Look at that. So suddenly now the LLM has given to me. Yeah, and this is not unusual. Many times I think LLMs have now made me more jaded that I consider them, just liars because again they've been trained to, give us positive feedback loops, right? This is and trained to be addictive, and because I am an angry and grumpy old man, I get to take out my grumpiness. So you are obviously encouraged. If there's one thing I tell you in this video, take out your grumpiness on the LLM. You are fully permitted to do so. They're just an algorithm. So you can get your personal needs met by getting angry and saying, you are lying, you're wrong, try again. And look what I did. I just said, hey, why is this number not there? I didn't take it as it's saying, I take it as given, and we got our numbers. So here we have, let's just review this quickly. We have 12 opportunities, and we have a price, 36%. The fair value is 28, so there's an edge, and our minimum edge is 8%. So there is expected value of $4. So all these things are live. And if I want to say, great, let's go live trade. I'm going to walk you through the process. I'm going to stop at the live trading part because I am not based in a jurisdiction where I can trade, and my VPN has not been functioning, so I can't get you through to the trading part. And it would only be prudent, since I'm not in a jurisdiction, not to show you how to bypass the laws. So you're going to have your API credentials configured. And if you don't have those configured, you have to go log in, sign up to Polymarket, get those credentials. And you can ask. I'll show you how you can ask Claude to say, confirm. And you can ask it to tell me how to get those. Again, an adequate budget is $75, $100. You'll have to deposit $100 into Polymarket. I'm not going to share that. Oh, there you go. See, it tells us what you need to do. So you're missing your C-log credentials, which is a private key, wallet private key, API key, Polymarket API key, Polymarket passphrase, and Polymarket secret. And you need Polygon USDC deposited. So if you are a SerenBucks holder and you need to have if you need to get some Polygon USDC, You just need to send us an email to hello@serendb.com. Let us know you're a customer of Seren, and then we'll help you get your Polygon USDC. So we don't discuss that here, but we let people know that in the blog. If you need help, we definitely can help you. We can direct you, we can give you insight, but you can ask Claude, so how do I deposit Polygon USDC? And Claude will give you the answer so that you can get it. But if you have SerenBucks and you need to convert your SerenBucks into Polygon USDC, we will help you. We do that for our customers. It's very customized. And again, we do it for small bankrolls because we expect that you'll have small, SerenBucks that you need to get there. So therefore, here you go. You can bridge, you can check your balances, you can verify again, you can ask and do whatever you want. It says go to your Polymarket subs and add to your env. So if you can even say, where is the .env file I need to update? And it will give me the path, tell me on my laptop where the env file is. Here it is, see, I have config.env file, and I can just edit it. And I'm Tarek Lewis, and here's my file. So I can just be like, great. Open the file. Give me the link to open the file here. So I can open the file and then enter in my and it has my API key in there. So there you go. We'll just, it doesn't open it for me. I don't want to show you my API key because then you'll copy it and then you'll run roughshod. But but yeah, my API key is in the .env file. I can open it and continue from there. All right. No, I don't want you to open it for me. And then I deposit. So I'm going to stop here and say these things need to be set up for live trading. Once you set them up and you get live trading, you can do it. Now, once live trading is finished, you might want to say, how do I manage the trades after live trading? And again, just be like, once happens after live trading, we should say, the skill should use Seren Cron. Seren Cron is a paid service, very, very very, very small amount. This is saying we should do current John. No. Hold on a second. What are you doing? Check logs regularly. We don't have time to check logs, brother. Our time is yeah. So yeah, because you don't have time to keep monitoring these, we have Seren Cron, and the Seren Cron skill. So don't we have Seren Cron skill? Yes, it's amazing with Claude. Claude always like, I want to do the solution. I will build it and I will run it for you, big guy. And I'm like, easy there, tough guy. This is we do it. So again, we have a Seren Cron. You don't have to do all this. You just need to say run the Seren Cron, and it will automatically set it up for you. Again, Claude is being very helpful by having you copy code, but this is a waste of time. You just want to say, please run Seren Cron to manage my positions, and it will run it. And as long as you have Seren Desktop open, it will continue to run it and manage it. So again, we're stopping here. We're not going to trade, but we may do another video where we're actually trading and we're saying the balances are all set and we're just running through it so you can see it. But for this video, once you set up your ANVs, you can just say, hey, run the cron. And the way we do it is that we have your local runner will poll Seren Cron and say, hey, what should I need to execute? And then we'll manage the trade. And that means it will either sell, exit the position, when the position needs to exit to capture your gains. Okay. And of course, if you run out of SerenBucks, or you do not have USDC balance on Polymarket, the cron will stop. It won't try to keep running. All right. Okay. So we're going to stop here and just go back to look at the opportunities. Because when this job runs, these opportunities will be gone. It will be a different day. It'll be a different time. It'll be a different bet. Don't you love prediction markets? So the Russian-Ukraine ceasefire before GTA 6 is a funny one. We keep seeing these. And you can ask questions. So for example, I will say, hey, what's the liquidity on this market? Just so I can ask questions if you're curious, and I always say be curious. What's the liquidity on this market? One of the things we have found and this video has gone way too long, so I'm going to need to end soon, is that, you know, market makers on Polymarket, sorry, populate many of the bets you see. These bets are not accidental. And if we see Russia-Ukraine ceasefire before GTA 6, you kind of must wonder, is that an ad? Is that advertising? Because, you know, hey, GTA 6, you know, if you look at these, and it has $110,000 in liquidity, right? So people are betting on this. And I always like to say, isn't it the funniest thing? You have to look back and say, wait a minute, is that an ad for GTA 6? And I will say to you, most likely, yes, it is, might be an ad. So the bets become ads because it's interesting. And as you can see, we have multiple Russian music before GTA 6, new Rihanna album before GTA 6, new Playboy Carti album before GTA 6. Same thing for the World Cup. Why are there so many World Cups? Because people want to get, you know, not only is the World Cup popular, and people like betting on sports, but as well, there's some interest in the market makers for advertising the World Cup here. Because, hey, who knows, you might want to go to the World Cup. So these are great bets. They have positive expected value, right? You're only risking about 67 or 60 something dollars out of your entire bankroll, 67. You've only spent $150 in SerenBucks, and your total expected value is $83. So if this works, you will make $83, all right, out of all your positions, right, on 67. So you're net out 67 to 83. All right, with that, I'll end. Welcome to Polymarket Trading Bot. There's much we can improve and much can get better, but this is a thank you to everybody who looked at our video, the first video. This is how far we come. And in the first video, there were no trades. In the first video, there were no trades. Now, we've extracted improvements in performance in that the bot will find you trades. So every time you run this bot, there is money to be made on Polymarket. Okay, with that, thank you. Make sure to join us and sign up for SerenDB.com. Make sure to get Seren Desktop, and let's get your agent looking to get you edges. There are many more trades, many more agents we have coming. There's even affiliates. There's so much more, and we'd love to have you with us. All right, thank you, and that's it for Seren today.